Okay. Guys, gals, non-binary pals, it's the moment you've been waiting for. We're getting back into Amnesia. Let's, Yes, that seems about right. Now, if I remember correctly, I was very low on oil, and, there was a monster outside, so let's get this going. Loading here. I set up everything, a ton of things last video, and I'm probably not even going to use this video. I was thinking about it just now. Well, I ain't getting any younger, so... Bite me! Oh, or not? Okay. Wait, what do I have to do? I should check out what I need to do before... Find the key that unlocks the door. Oh, that's great. I have very little oil. Alright, let's do this. Who's in here? This was closed earlier, if I recall correctly. So I see barrels. No? Oh, tell me that wasn't a waste. Oh. I mean, I'm getting tinder boxes, but like, I don't need them. I'm gonna be running, and I'm gonna just find it. It's so dark in here. Oh, I hate that. I hate... Oh. I see. I'm gonna try to run past you. Ah! I cannot believe that worked. Watch this be locked. Watch me be running into a dead end. Watch this be locked. Nailed it. Herbert's trunk was wrapped in rope. The lock had been broken by thieves. He assumed he wondered if any had been left to consider him. All the hands had been passed. So, I guess I did it right.
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But
There's
it
no shame
looks
using a
ridiculous.
parasol anywhere.
The shame will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
You have a point. God, that's so bright. Oh, I didn't expect this to be unlocked. Is this another dream, he thought, and screamed at the top of his lungs. I don't know. None of the monsters have done damage to... Nope, that's not true, the water has. So I'm gonna...
My journal is gone. What would they want with my journal?
Oh. I remember this. Well, at least it's well lit.
Getting closer somehow.
Something tells me I'm not going to want to pick those up just yet. Something tells me that that starts a script. It's becoming more and more obvious to me that oh, I see. It's becoming more and more obvious to me that when I pick things up in this game, it usually triggers
2nd of
something
July,
bad.
1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion.
Me too.
The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible.
Me.
The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
Yeah, based on what you just said, that sounds like a problem. Alright. Hold on. Oh, hey, there's a note here. How did I miss
3rd
this?
of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition.
Log.
The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue.
This is madness.
He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface.
This is Sparta.
His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Bum bum ba. Plot twist. What do we got? Oh, I have to actually do the thing. What do we got?
The key. Please, let it be here.
That's not what I wanted. Is it J? Oh, it's M. Important key is hidden in the guest room. Is it here?
Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
I have a very bad hunch about what's about to happen.
4th of July, 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive.
Magic.
The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory.
Magic.
This is all too strange.
Oh, okay. I guess not. I guess I was... Well... I'm getting no luck here. Beep boop. Professor Taylor was the second death caused by his damn curiosity. Is that a thing, though? Like, something, 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 something. He panted heavily, trying his best to keep himself from screaming. The medicine cabinet had been overturned and lay collapsed on the floor. He reached through the broken glass door and grabbed all the sedatives he could find. Oh yeah, isn't Curiosity Killed the Cat literally a thing? Like, isn't that literally, like... Okay, well, I'm running dangerously low on oil, but before I do that, let's... Oh, I guess this counts as darkness. Oh, I hate that. What are you? Tiny little friend. Tiny friend. Here you go. Here's your new home. Well lit, so that you also don't go insane. Go insane. Go insane. Oh, oopsie. Oh, hang on. I have to... Squeaky, but also... okay. What is... Oh. The rest of this game is going to be so much more... I think this is the part that I vaguely remember.
Something is wrong. Oh, so wrong.
You're telling me, buddy. Well, at least that's outside. So wait, hang on. Oh. I was thinking maybe I could get an expedited situation going on here. Letter regarding the discovery of... I love Halo. I love this chorus of Halo. Letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my most trusted student and friend, Johann Weyer. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. The most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of those orbs I have been looking for. I have been looking for the past 20 odd years. Weird. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusive. Stop. That's a lot of Latin. It was as it was told about an underground Mithraic temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. Its color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Alstadt, investigating one of the antiquated trails, when I finally found the cavern. I went inside, and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it also has become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Weird. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me and bayed out as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. While I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees turned to charcoal black and the leaves to cinder. The ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance as I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I have been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The Guardian has taken the orb from me, but still, until this day, I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night, listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest in ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Alstadt. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. That was a lot of reading. And also, I'm going to call it here. just kind of get that out of the way. Yeah. So, sorry there wasn't a lot of gameplay in that one. It was mostly just text. But, yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. And as always, with love, Generic Waffle.